Welcome to all of you in today's lecture. Now, in the previous lecture, we discussed about the different types of data manipulation, data definition language commands. In that command, we discussed what is how to create the database, how to create the tables, then how we can perform the altering or change the columns of the given table, alter the tables. That is, we add the particular new column in the table. Then we perform the alteration of a particular constraints from the table, and also discuss how to reference the particular to create the reference of two tables. That is, one table can be attached to the another table by adding a foreign key constraint. Okay, we consider all these things with corresponding query. Also, we discuss with the help of practical session in that case. Now, today we need to discuss one more language command, that is nothing but the data manipulation language. What is the data manipulation language? That is nothing but it deals with the manipulation of a data. Manipulate in the sense that is to perform the selection of a data, insertion of a new data, updation of the given data, existing data, then delete the existing data. That is, all these commands were related to that of the store or modify or retrieve or delete and update the data in the database. That is nothing but the manipulation to perform the management of that data, to perform that particular type of modifications. That is to be considered as a data manipulation language commands. That is the DML command. Now, in this case here, first of all, we need to discuss about the insert into command. This command is used previously also, but again we can consider that insert into command. What is given to the insert into command? That is, insert into command is used to add new records into the given table. This insert into command is used for that purpose. That is, the insert new records or new rows of a data into a table in the given database. Okay, we consider this particular insert into command. The syntax is given there. That is insert into. Now this keyword is most important. Insert into, and then we need to specify the table name. What is the table name of your database? Okay, we perform this keyword insert into table name, and then we need to consider the name of the columns. Okay, then we consider these columns. That is, it is given in the square bracket. We can see this is the square bracket. Okay, this square bracket is used when we want to insert only few of the column values into the given table. Accordingly, that number of columns or that type of columns can be represented at this point, okay, after the name of the table. And if you want to insert all values of all the columns in the given table, then there is no need to mention the column. That is, by default, all the columns were considered when we want to specify the name of the table. Okay, now after that we consider the keyword values. We insert the values in the given table. That's why this values keyword is very important in that particular context. And then we pass the corresponding values to the given table. How we can pass this value? That is, value 1 corresponds to the column 1, value 2 is corresponds to the column 2, value 3 is corresponding to that of the column 3, up to value n is corresponding to that of the column n. Accordingly, we follow this particular column sequence and corresponding value at this particular location. Okay, in this way we can do this particular insert into table command to insert the new records, new rows in the given database. Okay, now next thing here, you can manipulate the data into a table through a select statement. Okay, then or another table provided another table has a set of fields which are required to populate the first table. Here the syntax is given that. What is the that is here another type of insert query. Now in this case, the first syntax is used when we can consider or you want to insert the values directly in the table. Okay, but if you want to insert some the records in the particular table from another table, okay, we consider we have two tables, and that is the table 1, and you want to insert the values in table 1 from selecting the values of table 2. दुसऱ्या टेबल मधनं व्हॅल्यू सिलेक्ट करायच्या आणि पहिल्या टेबल मध्ये त्या व्हॅल्यूज काय करायच्या, इन्सर्ट करायच्या. नाउ यू नीड टू फॉलो the sequence of columns in this particular context. Now how this can be possible? That is, here we can do the select into first table name in which you want to insert the record and the corresponding column names. Okay, and then next thing is nothing but select column 1, column 2 up to column n from what? That is the second table. Okay, here we need to that is, you need to select that particular second table, and here we can apply the condition, where condition. According to this condition, we can select the data from another table and insert into the पर्टिक्युलर टेबल. ओके, एका टेबलचा डेटा सिलेक्ट करायचा आणि दुसऱ्या टेबल मध्ये तो काय करायचा आहे, पुट करायचा. दॅट इज इट इज जस्ट लाईक सिमिलर टू दॅट ऑफ द पिकिंग समथिंग फ्रॉम अनदर बॅग अँड इन्सर्ट इनटू द अनदर बॅग. ओके, एका बॅग मधनं काही मटेरियल तुम्ही बाहेर काढलं आणि दुसऱ्या बॅग मध्ये काय केलं, ते पुट केलं. मटेरियल बाहेर काढण्यासाठी तुम्ही काय वापरणार, ही सिलेक्ट कमांड वापरणार आणि त्या सेकंड बॅग मध्ये ते मटेरियल ऍड करायचं. त्यासाठी तुम्हाला हे इन्सर्ट स्टेटमेंट त्याच्या संगे काय करायचं आहे, अटॅच करायचं. असे दोन पद्धतीने तुम्हाला हे इन्सर्ट कमांड त्या ठिकाणी, इन्सर्ट इनटू कमांड जी आहे ती काय करता येते, त्या ठिकाणी यूज करता येते. नाउ वी कॅन कन्सिडर दिस बोथ फॉर्मॅट practically. Okay, we can execute these particular things with the help of particular practical. Now here we can consider, I think we can't share, okay, I will share total screen to all of you, that's why you can see this command prompt also. Can you see this? This is the MySQL prompt where we can consider. Here we have to create some database like customer table, and we also create one bank table also. Okay, we consider that is select from select star. आता हे select कमांडचं पण meaning काय आहे ते तुम्हाला मी त्या ठिकाणी explain करतो. From bank also we have to create bank table. Okay, no database is selected. Okay, we can select the database, that is use what is the database name is class test. Okay, database name change, and then we can select the values from this bank table. Now this is the bank table. Okay, I want to create one more table similar to this bank. Okay, bank table चा equal एक नवीन table मी या ठिकाणी table create करतो. Now here we create the table, create table say bank copy. Okay, bank copy table मी copy नाव ह्या नावाने table या ठिकाणी create करतो, and here we need to represent the values, that is bank copy say CBID. Okay, this is the first value, integer type, and we can consider we just represent it as an integer value. Then CB name. Okay, it is a varchar type. It is a varchar of 20 type. Varchar 20. Now you need to consider, first of all we need consider the description of the bank table first. DESC bank, that is according to these table values, we according to this type of data we create the another table, we create that bank table. Okay, bank copy bank table, that is create table bank copy. Now I will just show you how we can create or how we can use the second type of insert into statement. Okay, selecting data from one table and add into the another table. There is no need to insert the data by ourselves. Okay, now next thing, select create table bank copy. Now you need to mention the value CBID. It is the integer type value. Then next thing here we consider CB name. It is a varchar type, varchar of 20. Then we consider third column as a BCB address. C in the sense we consider copy of the bank. Okay, copy bank address. Okay, copy bank address is also given in varchar type, varchar of 20. Then I will just create, there is no other type of constants were added into it. Okay, nothing else can be given. I will create only this much things in the bank copy table. I don't want to create ID as well. ID is not required in this particular location. That is, we create this particular table. Table is created. Okay, now we insert some records from this bank table into the bank copy table. Okay, this bank information will be added into this bank copy table. How we can insert it? That is, insert into what we want to insert data in bank copy. Okay, and here we mention the name of columns. Those columns we use for creating a bank copy. What column name is CBID, then CB name, Then next thing is nothing but the CB address. CB address. These three fields were added, and values can be selected. That is, values selected from the another table. That is, values can be considered from another type of table. That is, values select from bank. ओके, सिलेक्ट फ्रॉम ब्लँक. सिलेक्ट काय करायचं आपल्याला, ते सगळे कॉलम सिलेक्ट करायचे. तिथे कॉलमचे सगळे नावं मेन्शन करावे लागतील. काय काय नावं आहेत आपल्याला. बँक मध्ये एक आयडी आहे, बी आयडी म्हणून आयडी घेतलेला आहे आपण एक. देन बी नेम आहे. आता हे मी बँक मधनं कन्सिडर करतो, बी नेम. देन नेक्स्ट थिंग बी address. Okay, only this much things where you want to insert from the bank. I don't want to consider the where condition at this point. Okay, select data from this. Then if you don't want to consider these values, then how will be the output is one thing. 1 minute. Okay, there are 3 duplicates rows were affected. There is no required for values keyword at this point. Okay, now those data we are selected from this bank table, added into the copy bank. We just create at this point, we just create the data at this particular bank copy. There is no data will be inserted by you, but here we have to execute this particular insert query. What happened? All the records available in the bank table are added into the this bank copy table. Now we can select the data. Select star from bank copy. Okay, we can get the all 3 records related to that. We can select, we can execute one more, that is one more table, that is bank. We can see same data will be available in this location also and in this location also, in the same sequence. We don't add this ID in this table. Okay, this is the another way of inserting a table command. Okay, तुम्हाला दुसऱ्या टेबलचा डेटा काय करायचा आहे, दुसऱ्या पहिल्या कुठल्या तरी टेबलला त्या ठिकाणी ऍड करायचा आहे. मग प्रत्येक व्हॅल्यू तिकडनं कॉपी करून इकडे पेस्ट करण्यापेक्षा डायरेक्टली काय करणार तुम्ही, अशा पद्धतीचं स्टेटमेंट सिंटॅक्स त्या ठिकाणी यूज करणार. त्या कोणत्या टेबलमध्ये व्हॅल्यू इन्सर्ट करायचे आणि कुठल्या टेबलमधनं त्या सिलेक्ट होतात, त्यासाठी सिलेक्ट स्टेटमेंट काय केलं जाईल, तुमचं यूज केलं जाईल. दॅट इज नथिंग बट द second type of a syntax, that is inserting data from one table to the another table with the help of this insert into command. Okay, this is all about this data manipulation insert command. Next thing is nothing but the update command. Update command is used to modify the data in the table. Okay, to modify the data from table we can consider update command. Now how we can perform this update command, that is syntax is given at this point, that is update keyword, then table name, which table you want to update, then set keyword is used in this location. What you want to set, the particular column value you want to set, that is column corresponding value, column 1 corresponding value, column 2 corresponding value accordingly. And here we can consider, we use this particular where condition, some column equal to some value. Means what, here we update the record according to the given condition. काय करायचंय तुम्हाला, दिलेल्या कंडिशन नुसार काय करणार तुम्ही, रेकॉर्ड अपडेट करणार आहात. Okay, that is nothing but the update command. We can execute this update command, we can perform the updation. Suppose I want to update this bank table. Okay, I want to update this bank table, that is bank address I want to update. HDFC bank address will change from Kopargaon to Shirdi. Suppose बँकेचा HDFC बँकेचा ऍड्रेस काय झाला, चेंज झाला. जे माझा कोणता कॉलम चेंज होणार आहे या ठिकाणी, कोणत्या कॉलमची व्हॅल्यू चेंज होणार आहे, बी ऍड्रेस या कॉलमची व्हॅल्यू चेंज होणार आहे. मग आता त्या ठिकाणी अपडेट कमांड एक्झिक्यूट करतोय मी, दॅट इज वी कॅन परफॉर्म द अपडेट what you want to update, that is according to this particular syntax we can write the particular query. What you want to update, table name is nothing but bank table, that is update bank. Then set what value you want to set, that is b address equal to काय व्हॅल्यू असाइन करायची तुम्हाला त्या बँक ऍड्रेसची, that is b address equal to what we want to set value. आता ही varchar मध्ये आहे त्यामुळे सिंगल कोट मध्ये द्यावी लागेल. We want to change it from Kopargaon to Shirdi. Okay, then next thing only one column you want to update. But if we don't consider the condition for the update query, then this शिर्डी location is updated to all banks. ओके, शिर्डी लोकेशन काय होईल, सगळ्या बँकेसाठी अपडेट होईल. म्हणजे प्रत्येकाची ब्रांच काय झाली तुमची, शिर्डी ही त्या ठिकाणी सेट केली जाईल. ओके, तर मला काय पाहिजे, एका कंडिशन नुसार मला एचडीएफसी चा ऍड्रेस बदलायचा आहे फक्त. मग मी इथे काय म्हणणार, व्हेअर मग तुम्ही आता तो बँकच्या नाव, आता इथे बँकेचं नाव कॉमन आहे, तुम्ही बँकेच्या नावाने देऊ शकता किंवा बँकेच्या आयडी वरनं सुद्धा काय करू शकता, BID वरनं सुद्धा तुम्ही तो ऍड्रेस त्या ठिकाणी चेंज करू शकता. मग मला जर बँक आयडी नुसार जर बदलायचं असेल तर मी या ठिकाणी म्हणणार व्हेअर BID इक्वल्स टू व्हॉट 1. ज्या बँकचा आयडी 1 आहे त्या बँकचा ऍड्रेस काय करायचा आहे, अपडेट करायचा आहे शिर्डी नावाने. ओके, मग कोपरगाव रिप्लेस होईल तुमचं शिर्डीने. दॅट इज one row is affected. We can consider the select star from command. Select star from bank. You can see the table here. This is the before updation and this is after updating the table. What happened here, HDFC bank address should be changed from Kopargaon to Shirdi. This is the update command for the corresponding column. If you want to change bank name, then you can also perform with the help of this bank ID. And I will tell you that if you don't consider where condition, then it changes will done to all of the tables. How it can be performed, we can say I just remove this particular where condition from this point. Okay, and we can execute the query. How many rows were affected in this location? That is 2 rows were affected and 3 rows were changed. But in the previous command we can see in where we can consider the condition, only 1 row is affected, 1 row is only changed. But here 2 rows affected. Which 2 rows? That is second number and third number, because first number is already Shirdi and 3 rows were changed. Now we can see the query, bank address will be considered as a Shirdi to all of the banks. Okay, this is the update command. Can you understood? Okay, this is the update command with condition and without condition. Now next thing is nothing but delete command. Okay, what is the delete command? It is delete from. Statement is used to delete data from database table. Okay, all the data were deleted. If you want to delete according to the specific condition, then we can specify that particular condition. Now here we can consider delete from table name and where conditions, that is we execute that command delete from. I want to delete the data from bank copy. Bank copy. ओके, बँक कॉपी मध्ये ऑलरेडी डेटा आहे, 3 बँकेचे डिटेल्स त्या ठिकाणी आहे. डिलीट फ्रॉम बँक कॉपी. जर मी फक्त एवढं स्टेटमेंट दिलं तर सगळ्याचा सगळा डेटा काय होईल, डिलीट होईल. जेवढा रो त्या ठिकाणी अवेलेबल आहे त्या सगळ्या रोज काय होतील, डिलीट होतील. बट इफ वी स्पेसिफाय द कंडिशन, दॅट इज वेअर बँक, दॅट इज वेअर आयडी इक्वल्स टू 1, आपण त्या ठिकाणी CBID दिलेला आहे. वेअर CBID इक्वल्स टू 1. ज्या बँकेचं बँक कॉपी टेबल मध्ये CBID 1 असेल, ती बँक डिटेल्स काय केले जातील, तिथं डिलीट केले जातील. वी कॅन सी दिस इज द रो 1 इज अफेक्टेड. ओके, नाउ वी कॅन सिलेक्ट द डेटा फ्रॉम दिस बँक आयडी, दॅट इज सिलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम bank copy. Okay, what you want, that is here we can see this CBID number 1 is not available at this point, but before deleting that value we can have that ID, that is the CB, where is the table value is given, that from the bank, selected from the bank. Okay, here we can see the bank copy table. We have this data, that is HDFC Kopargaon data will be deleted at this particular point. Okay, can you understood? That is a delete from command to delete the data. And if you don't consider any condition at this point, that is delete from bank copy, just how many rows were affected, remaining 2 rows are also deleted, our table will be empty, that is empty set. Okay, table मध्ये एकही डेटा राहिलेला नाही, सगळा डेटा टेबल किंवा सगळा टेबल काय झालं त्या ठिकाणी डिलीट झाला. Can you understood this? That is the delete, update command and delete command in the data manipulation language. Okay, in this way we can perform the manipulation of the data. Now next thing, here we can consider the basic structure of SQL query. What is the basic structure of SQL query? That is here expressions and strings in the particular SQL, how we can handle the strings and how we can handle the expressions in case of a SQL language. When we consider the basic structure of a SQL query, then a relational database will consist of a collection of relations, and each of which is assigned a unique name. Okay, each relation have a unique name assigned to it, because there is no if duplicate name is available, then the conflictness will be occurred. That's why each relation has, or each table of the database has a unique name. Now SQL allows the user allows the use of null values to indicate that value is unknown or does not exist. Okay, we can perform the, or we can add or insert null values into the given table. Now for retrieving the record from the table, we use the basic structure of a data retrieval. What structure you want to use? That is here SQL expression consists of the three clauses or three components. One is nothing but the select component, second is nothing but the from component, and third is nothing but the where components. Now what these three components were specified: select, mention the list of attributes, that means number of columns you want to select from the relation. Okay, you want to select from the relation. From, represent the name of the table, from which table you want to select the data, and here where represents the condition. According to the specific condition, we can retrieve the data, we can perform the manipulation of that data as per the given condition. That's why these all three clauses are very important in that particular context. Now in this case, where condition is is not a mandatory part, because without where condition we can do some operations on the particular relation. But if the statement is executed under the given condition, because without a condition, data or the operations or updations will be takes place to all the entries in the given relation. And if we mention the where condition, then only that part, those conditions were matched, only that part should be changed by the database system. Okay, आता या ठिकाणी काय केलंय बघा, म्हणजे थोडक्यात सांगायचं काय की व्हेअर कंडिशन जर असेल तर त्या कंडिशन नुसारच डेटा काय होईल, तुमचा मॅनिप्युलेट होईल. आणि जर तुम्ही व्हेअर कंडिशन मेन्शन केलेली नसेल तर त्या रिलेशन मध्ये तुम्ही ह्या दोन स्टेटमेंट मध्ये जे काही एक्सप्रेशन देताल त्याचा इफेक्ट त्या टेबलच्या संपूर्ण टपल्स वरती किंवा संपूर्ण रो वरती काय केला जाईल, परफॉर्म केला जाईल. ओके, नाउ हियर वी कन्सिडर सिंपल SQL queries, where we consider now we need to create one database, that is consider the relational database banking system is there, which is given in this particular location. Now we can see this particular database, that is here underline field are nothing but the underline fields are nothing but the primary keys corresponding to that table. Now first of all we need to create these all tables, that is branch table, customer table, loan table, account table, then borrower table and depositor table. Now we identify the primary keys. Here branch name is the primary key, here customer name is the primary key, loan number is the primary key, then account number is the primary key, and borrower name, or here loan number, customer name, account number, here there is no primary key will be used at this point. Now how we can maintain, or what is the relationship between these particular tables? First of all we need to identify it. Now the branch contains branch name, branch city and asset. Okay, then customer contains customer name, customer street and customer city. There is no relationship between these two. Loan number, branch name, now we can see this branch name is present in this location. Now this branch name is selected from the branch table. There is a relationship between branch and loan. Okay, there is a relation between these branch and loan. That is the primary key of branch table is used as a foreign key in a loan table. That means here when we create the loan table, before that we need to create the branch table. Okay, कारण ज्याची रेफरन्स वापरायचा आहे त्याच्या आधी तो टेबल आधी क्रिएट असणं गरजेचं आहे. म्हणजे काय झालं, आपल्याला एक रिलेशनशिप या ठिकाणी फाइंड आउट झालं. त्यानंतर आता समजा या ठिकाणी ही जी रिलेशनशिप आहे, ही रिलेशनशिप कोणती असू शकते, एका ब्रांच मध्ये मल्टिपल लोन असतात, दॅट इज वन टू मेनी टाइपची रिलेशनशिप काय केली जाईल, ह्या दोघांमध्ये इस्टॅब्लिश केली जाईल, वन टू मेनी. ओके, वन टू मेनी टाइप रिलेशनशिप. Then next thing is loan, then amount, then we consider the account. Now here account number, branch name and balance, we can also consider these relations. That is a single branch can have a single branch having a many accounts, that is one to many type of a relationship. Why I am identifying this particular type of relations? That is according to the name of the columns in the next which tables. According to this, we will consider the relationship of that tables. त्यावरनं मी ती relationship find out करतोय. Okay. Then borrower, customer name and loan number. Borrower name contains customer number. Customer name means what? We have a relation between borrower and customer. We have a relation between borrower and customer. That is, here one customer can take one or many loans. वन और मेनी लोन्स, एकापेक्षा जास्त लोन्स आपल्याला घेता येतात एका कस्टमरला, बरोबर ना. वन और मेनी लोन्स हियर विल बी कन्सिडर्ड. देन डिपॉझिटर. ओके, in this particular location we consider customer and loan number is also given there. Okay, that's why loan and customer both primary key added into this. That's why we consider this customer and loan having many to many type relation. Customer and loan having many to many type relation. ज्यावेळेस अशा पद्धतीने तिसरा टेबल बनतो त्यावेळेस ती मेनी टू मेनी रिलेशनशिप काय होते, इस्टॅब्लिश होते. Then next thing is nothing but the depositor, customer name and account number. What happened? Customer and account has a relation, because customer primary key and accounts primary key were added into this third table. That's why here we can perform the relation of these customer and account table. कस्टमरचा आणि अकाउंटचं रिलेशन कशा संगे आहे, दोघांमध्ये रिलेशनशिप इस्टॅब्लिश झाली, that is the account. And here we can consider many to many also. The third table we are created, we can consider many to many relationship. Okay, practically when we can perform these tasks, at that time we need to consider this relationship type. Okay, now when we consider one to many type relationship, then we need to consider add one's primary key to the many's table. ज्याचे वन साइड आहे त्याची प्रायमरी की काय करायची, तुम्हाला मेनी साइडच्या टेबल मध्ये ऍड करायची. किंवा वन टू मेनी किंवा मेनी टू वन जरी कन्सिडर केलं तरी सेम त्याच पद्धतीने होईल. वन ची प्रायमरी की मेनीला ऍड होते. आणि जेव्हा आपण मेनी टू मेनी कन्सिडर करतो, मेनी टू मेनी मध्ये ह्या दोघांमधनं काय केलं जातं, एक तिसरा टेबल फॉर्म केला जातो आणि ह्या तिसऱ्या टेबल मध्ये दोघांच्याही प्रायमरी कीज काय केले जातात, ऍड केले जातात. दॅट इज पी की ऑफ प्रायमरी की ऑफ फर्स्ट टेबल अँड प्रायमरी की ऑफ अ सेकंड टेबल. दोघांच्या प्रायमरी की मधनं काय केलं जाईल, तुमचा तिसरा टेबल या ठिकाणी फॉर्म केला जातो. ओके, दॅट इज नथिंग बट द मेनी टू मेनी टाइप रिलेशनशिप when we design the database. And when we consider one to one relationship, accordingly we can add this particular one side to the previous one side, or we can add previous one side to the next type of one side. That is primary key of this into this, or primary key of this into this. Accordingly, or vice versa, we can consider the changes, or we can do the changes accordingly to that particular table. That is nothing but the database. Now here we need to consider the relationship of these tables, and accordingly we can design the database. Okay, we design that database in the next lecture. I will do that database first, because there is time required to do these particular tables, and I will put all the commands where we can use to design this database, okay, in the next slide. And we discuss this database in next lecture. That is with the help of select, from, where. For this explanation we require this particular database. So first of all we consider, or we build this database, and then we can implement it. Okay, in next lecture we discuss, in next lecture we consider all the queries regarding to that particular database, and expressions, how we can write the expressions, and some scalar functions where we use in this particular context with the help of select, star, from, select, from, on, where clauses. Okay, now today we can conclude our lecture at this particular point. Tomorrow we consider all practical session on this particular database. Okay, now I will stop this lecture.